See, the more it runs, the better it drives.
Oh,
it's just,
so,
it's probably just used to being started up and shut off.
Yeah. Uh-oh. It sounds like the battery is dead.
Yeah, battery's pretty low.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna any jokes. If Chairman Mao was in the back of this thing, I'd be dead now. Welcome to the episode of Jay Leno's Garage. You know, it's not often we feature a car on this website that I've never heard of. And I've never heard of this car. Any idea what it is? Take a look. The flags might give it away. License plates. Well, it's a 1978 Hongqi CA770. It is a Chinese-made vehicle. Very unusual. I've heard of many Chinese vehicles, but this is the first one that I've not heard of. In a minute, we'll find out what the three flags mean, what engine it has. I believe it's an American engine, but we'll get into all of that with the gentleman who owns this car. It is truly unusual. It looks a bit like a Mercedes 600, which I believe it was sort of copied from, if I think it would be fair to say. It's an interesting vehicle. It looks a little American, looks a little Russian. I believe it's an American power plant. The engine to me looks like a Y-block Ford from the late 50s, or perhaps. I could be wrong there. I'll go to the comments section and see what you think. But let's bring the gentleman who owns this car. It's Kappa, is that correct?
Yeah.
Kappa, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Thank you. When you came around with this thing, I must admit I was stunned. I always kind of pride myself on at least hearing of all kinds of cars. Maybe I've never seen them, but I've heard of. This one I have never heard of. So tell us some of the history.
Well, it's a 1978 Hongqi 770. And
now, Hongqi means red flag.
Red flag, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And this red flag, and it was for a Cambodian king.
Oh, Cambodian king.
Yeah.
So it wasn't built for a Chinese emperor or anything, or a Chinese leader.
It was.
Oh, it was.
It was. It has 200. They produced 246 copies of this.
240 of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this particular one was served in the hotel Diaoyutai, and for the Cambodian king Shinovsky, and his son took over in the 70s.
Okay.
And Chairman Mao protect him by flying him to Beijing, and he stayed in that hotel ever since.
Oh, okay.
And this particular car was a hotel limousine, serving almost everybody.
Okay.
From generals to foreign eyes, and this guy just took this car as a personal vehicle ever since then.
And how many of these are outside of Asia or China? Not many, huh?
I believe there's one in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas?
In Las Vegas, in the auto collection.
Oh, in the auto collection,
Yeah,
okay.
right across the Caesar's Palace.
Oh, it's Caesar's Palace, okay.
Yeah, right across the Caesar Palace.
Across from Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
Oh, the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, Imperial
Palace.
Yeah,
well, sure, Imperial Palace, China, why not? Of course.
Why not?
That's right. It's Chinese, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an odd-looking vehicle.
Yeah.
It doesn't have power steering.
No.
Oh, so it weighs about what?
3 tons.
3 tons.
Yeah.
With no power steering.
No.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so take us through. Maybe we'll open the hood first. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. We can
Okay, let's open the hood. Okay. Now, I can't say for sure, but to me that looks like a Ford V8 from perhaps the late 50s, maybe 312 cubic inch.
Yeah.
I think it is. That looks like a Ford Y block. I could be wrong. Although when you hear it start, the starter motor sounds Chrysler, but I think it is Ford. And of course, they put their own valve covers with a Chinese script and everything on them.
It is actually the name of the car in Chinese, Hongqi, writing in Chinese letter.
Oh, okay. So they made their own valve covers.
Yeah.
This all appears to be American stuff here. air conditioning,
Yeah.
generator, and no power steering, which is hilarious. And this would be some very strong.
To drive one of those.
Yeah, okay.
It's actually a V8 with 220 horses.
Right.
And 412 torque.
Foot-pounds of torque, okay.
And the displacement is 5.7.
Okay, so you experts out there, tell me if that's a Ford Y-block. I think it is. I think it's a Ford. Okay, well, very good. Okay, we can shut the hood again.
Okay.
So this is kind of a copy of a Mercedes 600, do you think?
Yeah, the import too in the beginning of 60s for Chairman Mao and his favorite General Lin.
Okay.
General Lin trying to murder Chairman Mao by planting a bomb on Chairman Mao's train.
Okay.
And that when that didn't successful.
Right.
And he went to Russia for protection.
Okay.
And during his flight, he got shot down.
What are the odds of that? You try to blow up Mao, you don't succeed, you flee to Russia, and your plane gets shot down halfway there. What are the odds of that happening? Wow.
Yeah, and he had one of those Mercedes-Benz 600.
Right.
And after his defection, and the 600 was just sitting there for no use. So the Hongqi factory is actually FAW, stand for First Automobile Works.
Okay.
Took it over, studied it, and also took over another Rolls-Royce Phantom 4.
Right.
And studied that one too. Okay. And made this Hongqi.
Copper, come on over this side. Let me ask you, what do these three flags mean?
The three flag means general task.
Okay.
And the second one means people's commute. And the third one means great forward leap.
Great forward leap. Interesting car. I mean, I wonder why they use Ford engines and powertrains. Any idea?
Well, you see, many people saying that they set up a shell company in Hong Kong.
I see.
And trying to buy engines or whatever they couldn't produce themselves to buy from all over the world.
They would just buy.
Yeah, okay. And the French actually help us with the first generation of this car.
Oh, is that right?
But, yeah, but this one is a third generation.
Third generation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it's interesting. It has suicide doors.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's certainly plenty of room in it. Let's see here. Oh. Comfortable enough?
Oh, yeah.
And this beautiful wood inside. What kind of wood is this?
This one is a redwood.
Is redwood common in China?
It's very common.
Oh, it is?
They use this kind of stuff since 100 years ago to make furniture.
Oh, I always think of redwood as being from Northern California, but it's popular in China as well. Okay. Yeah, it's nicely done. I mean, there's...
It actually got a security guard seat. Security guard seat?
Or the jump seat there. Yeah, let's see. These pull up?
Yep.
All right, this is just a jump seat there, yeah. I mean, it's interesting. They kind of copied the Mercedes 600, but not nearly as sophisticated. That had all hydraulic plumbing. Look how thick the doors are here. Yeah. And plus, Premier has to roll the window down by hand. Oh, but someone's going to get shot down for that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay. Cool. Now, it's got American tires on it. Now, where did you find this? Did you find this in China?
Yeah. Like I said before, this car was a service car in Diaoyutai Hotel till 1993, when the king of Cambodia, Snovsky, and went back to Cambodia.
So the king went back to Cambodia.
Yeah, and this car just stopped working and just sitting in the garage till 2012.
How hard is it to get a Hongqi into the United States? I mean, because when you go through, okay, I got Ford, Chevy, Buick, Bentley, Hongqi. Sorry, pal, no Hongqi here. I mean, no one's ever heard of this car here.
No, there's there's one in Nevada, but that one was a museum exchange. So that one's way easier than this one.
Okay.
Yeah, but
so this is probably the only running one in the U.S., wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And it's got an AM radio.
Oh yeah.
And
All the word letters in there is Chinese. So
okay, yeah.
you got P, you got reverse, you got a neutral, you got
Now it's funny, the air conditioning vents are only in the front for the driver.
yeah, and there was none in the back.
It's odd, there's no air conditioning in the back. Okay. God, it's a huge car.
Yeah, it's 6 meter long.
Wow.
And 2 meter wide.
Yeah.
And 1.6 meter tall.
Because from the back, it looks a little like a mid-60s Lincoln Continental.
Yep.
A little bit of Mercedes 600.
Yep.
A little too squarish
Yep.
for a Mercedes 600, but it's like somebody copied a 600, but they've been drinking, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was good. That's all right.
Yeah.
And it's got the curtains like the 600.
Yeah.
And automatic transmission.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think by that time they were trying their best to get whatever they can get their hands on to study it, to copy it.
And what are the brakes? Are they drum brakes or disc
Drum
brakes?
brakes.
Probably big truck.
Yeah, big truck.
Drum brakes.
Yeah.
Are those what, BF Goodrich tires on there?
Yeah.
And,
You know, China nowadays is the biggest tire production country in the world.
right.
But somehow they don't produce the white wall tires anymore.
They don't make white walls in China?
No. But those are probably made in China, but only shipped to U.S. for sale. So I had to get them in U.S.
I see. Okay. Well, this has got to be a big conversation piece when you take it around.
Okay.
Do you meet older Chinese that have emigrated? I remember that. I mean, do you get any of that?
Well, the other day I was in Beverly Hills in Rodeo Drive, taking photos for a magazine, and this Chinese shopper just came by and said, "This is Hongqi," and went up that car. And how did you get here?
That's funny.
Yeah, and they're taking photos around it, and they're posting back to China. So
Yeah, because no matter where you live, whatever vehicle you had when you were a kid or was famous when you were a kid, that's what you want to have.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's funny. I mean, it's interesting.
yeah,
Can we take it for a drive?
sure, we can take it for a drive. Yeah.
Hongqi. Actually, this car should be very easy to work on because it's a Ford V8.
Oh yeah, but people been trying, you know, to figure out what engine it was, what transmission was, but
I believe it was a Ford transmission.
for transmission,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
I mean, I could be wrong. I think it's a Ford
okay,
V8.
yeah.
What American cars are popular in China?
The modern one or the old one?
Just like modern, just what's
Modern,
what-
okay.
like young Chinese successful
okay.
people. What car do they want to have?
Well, the middle class likes Buick,
A Buick, yeah.
yeah,
And that's because Mao had a Buick, correct?
well, they had Buick before the war,
Right, right.
yeah, but they actually like the Packard.
Yeah.
In the old, the older generation like the old Packers.
Oh, Packers, yeah.
Yeah, because they had the Packard, because
'Cause
when
they sell more Buicks in China than they do here, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Shanghai Automobile
Yeah.
saved Buick's life
Wow.
by selling their cars. They were almost out of business.
Yeah. The reason I think General Motors saved Buick was because of China.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You know, the Packard translated to Chinese.
Yeah.
It's actually a big word, a fancy word.
A fancy word?
Oh, it's like a Bugatti Veyron.
Oh, yeah,
translated
yeah.
to Chinese, and
Yeah.
so that's why people like the word Packard. So yeah.
I don't know why, I just feel like some orange chicken. Actually, steering's not bad. It's not as heavy as I thought it'd be.
Yeah. You see the center of that is a golden flag.
Yes.
It's supposed to be made of pure gold.
Yeah, oh, is that right?
Oh.
I would rather have power steering than pure gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do Chinese people collect old Chinese cars the way Americans do?
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
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 Well, this is a fascinating piece of history.
Yeah.
It's running a little rough, but I think that just needs a tune-up and
Oh,
some fresh gasoline.
Yeah.
It's probably been sitting, but
yeah.
I can see how this would be a very prestigious car.
Oh, yeah.
But see, the more it runs, the better it drives.
Oh,
It's just,
so,
it's probably just used to being started up and shut off.
yeah. Uh-oh. It sounds like the battery is dead.
Yeah, battery's pretty low.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to use the push here.
I think the battery is gone.
I'm not going to any jokes.
I don't think the battery is coming back.
If Chairman Mao was in the back of this thing, I'd be dead now. Well, we made it back to the garage. Okay, not under our own power, but this is why communism failed. See you guys next week.
Mm-hmm.